Today, we're going to talk about mastering comprehension questions and tips and tricks that your child needs to succeed. Comprehension questions are a key part of English exams, but they can be challenging if your child doesn't know how to approach them effectively. I'll walk you through strategies that simplify the process and boost their confidence. I think it's important that you know this because comprehension is more than just reading. It's about understanding, analysing, and explaining. These skills are not only crucial for exams, but also for navigating the wider world with clarity and critical thinking. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how to help your child approach comprehension questions step by step, avoid common mistakes, and write answers that impress examiners. Before we start, don't forget to join my free Facebook group where I share exclusive resources and practical tips to answer your questions about supporting your child in English. And if you're ready for tailored support, check out my group tuition classes where I work closely with students to master comprehension and other exam skills. The links will be in the show notes. Now let's dive in. Tip 1. Read the question first. It's important to encourage a child to skim through the question before they start reading the passage. They should highlight key words in the question such as explain, describe, or analyse to understand what is exactly being asked of them. The reason why this works is because reading the question before the text helps your child know what to look for, and therefore saves them time and focuses their attention on only the relevant details. I'll give you an example. One of my GCSE students used to read the text first and forgot key details when answering questions. By switching to questions first approach, they started spotting answers more easily while reading, and their comprehension scores improved. This is important because it teaches children to approach tasks strategically, saving time and reducing overwhelm during exams. Tip 2. Use active reading strategies. Teach your child to underline or highlight important phrases, annotate the margins with quick notes, and summarize paragraphs in their own words. This not only aids their understanding, but also helps them locate answers quickly. The reason this works is because active reading keeps your child engaged with the text and helps them pick out key information more effectively. I'll give you an example. In my group tuition classes, I guide students through active reading exercises using highlighter codes for key details like arguments, examples, and tones. One student found this method so effective that it became their go-to strategy for all subjects. This matters to me because active reading transforms comprehension from a passive task into an interactive one, making it easier to retain and apply information. Tip number 3. Answer in full sentences with evidence. Encourage your child to always include evidence from the text to support their answers. Teach them frameworks like P, point, evidence, explanation, to structure their responses clearly and concisely, or at least begin there. The reason why this works is because you're providing clear, complete answers with evidence from text, and it shows examiners that your child understands and can justify their responses. I'll give you an example. One of my students used to lose marks because their answers lacked depth. Once they started using structures like P, their answers became more detailed and earned them higher marks consistently. This is important because structuring answers with evidence builds confidence and ensures students meet the examiner's expectations every single time. Tip number 4. Practice timed questions regularly. I cannot emphasize this enough. Set a timer for practice sessions to simulate exam conditions. Start with longer time limits and gradually reduce them as your child becomes more confident. In my class, we do time practice to help students improve both speed and accuracy. The reason why this works is because time management is crucial during exams, and practicing under time conditions helps your child stay calm and focused. I'll give you an example. A parent recently shared that their child struggled with finishing comprehension sections in exams. By practicing timed questions weekly, the student learned to pace themselves, and they completed their next mock exam with time to spare. The reason that this matters is because building a sense of control over timing reduces exam day stress and ensures students perform at their best. Read the question first. Focus on what's important before diving into the text. Use active reading strategies like highlighting, annotating, and summarizing key points to stay engaged. Answer in full sentences with evidence. Use frameworks like P to structure your responses clearly and so that you can get the higher scores. Practice timed questions regularly. Build speed and confidence under exam conditions. Mastering comprehension is about combining smart strategies with consistent practice. These skills will not only help your child succeed in English exams, but also with their overall learning journey. If you want more personalised support, I'd love to help. Join my free Facebook group for more tips and resources, or enroll your child in my group tuition classes where I guide students step by step to master comprehension and excel in exams. The links will be in the show notes. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, happy learning.